Hi, I'm Whitney Kell. I'm super excited to be reading from Robert Lee Camp's The Love Cards today. I love this book and I do readings for people that I care about and people in my business. And I wanted to read these on a video so that I could capture them and send them to people instead of having to type them up each time or read them out loud. The master card we're going to do today is the King of Spades. If you're born on January 1st, you are the King of Spades. There's only one birthday, which is unusual. But there's planetary ruling cards, there's the Venus, Mars, Mercury, all those cards. You could have a king of spades in your chart. So what makes this easy for me? I don't have to know any of that. All I gotta do is go here, find your birthday and your birth month. Makes it super simple, and I just go and I read. So the master card of the King of Spades. These people, the people of this card are masters of anything they decide to do. Unless the men decide to stay as jacks, they always rise to the top of their chosen profession. However, it is interesting to note that how many of the men get involved in the arts and entertainment fields and forgo most of the power at their disposal. The female King of Spades generally acts more as the Queen of Spades card. If they are not careful, they can become mired in mediocrity, just as the Queen of Spades can. But neither of these outcomes represents the highest potential that is available to all King of Spades. As the most powerful of all the kings, the King of Spades is equipped to handle enormous responsibilities, and many have become some of our greatest leaders. To access this great power, the King of Spades individual must be ready and willing to accept great responsibility and take a position of leadership. They must set aside some of their restlessness in order to make a mark in one chosen field and then set the example for the rest of us to see. In any case, the King of Spades is the last card in the deck and the most wise and powerful. They have a high regard for wisdom, a love of learning, and are willing to do whatever it takes to achieve success and recognition to the extent that they desire. They are capable of managing the largest organizations, but don't always make that their chosen line of work. These people are completely fixed. They will not budge or change for anyone and have tremendous inner strength and resolve. However, these same qualities makes most life changes very difficult for them to deal with. They have indecision about love and close relationships and often forego marriage for a single life. They are always enterprising and ambitious, rarely lazy, or of a lower persuasion. Even though they don't all reach a high place, all of them have wisdom and rarely sink down to lowly acts. With all their abilities, they are often discontent. This can be interpreted as progressiveness or dissatisfaction. When they go within to the spiritual realms, they are able to penetrate the deepest secrets with ease. These are the masters of our physical and spiritual universes. When they accept the yoke of responsibility and the crown of authority that is their birthright, we all benefit from the contributions they make. Love is one area where the King of Spades has the most challenges. They tend to take a very mental approach to the subject, and because of this, changes and indecision are sure to result, which also leaves them feeling insecure and uncertain. This uncertainty can extend even into their sexual roles. Their karmic pattern also tells us that there will be betrayals at certain times in their life. Some of their greatest life lessons involve learning to let others be who they are and releasing emotional attachments to those that they love. Combine all this together with their powerful will, and we find that many of them rarely allow anyone to get very close to them. The Seven of Hearts Pluto card tells us that the King of Spades has a lifelong goal to overcome fears of abandonment and betrayal. There will be episodes of both at different times in their life, which will either serve to reinforce their negative beliefs about love or inspire them to take up the challenge of self-transformation in this important area. So I want to just briefly read the heavy crown of the King of Spades because I'm trying to keep these under 6 minutes. But I'm going to give you a little section here. Being the most powerful card in the deck, one might expect that every King of Spades would be very successful and in a powerful position in their work and life. This is not so. Most of the King of Spades don't seem to live up to their expectation. When we study the lives of the King of Spades people, we note definite patterns that reveal something about what it must be like to have such great power and responsibility. Many King of Spades are involved as salespeople, artists, musicians, gamblers, and other creative pursuits. In essence, they often prefer doing work that would be commonly associated with the Jack of Spades. The actor's card. This is a playboy type, one who dabbles in many things but often refuses to make a firm commitment to any one profession or occupation. It is also playful and romantic. However, in making the decision to pursue the role of the Jack instead of the King of Spades, the king loses much of the inherent power that is his or her birthright. Florence Campbell states in Sacred Symbols of the Ancients that in many cases, it is disempowering for people to operate out of one of their personality cards. Since the King of Spades is inherently more powerful and successful than the Jack of Spades, this illustrates one example of such disempowerment. So when a King of Spades does make a decision to commit, they usually rise to the top of their field. They are not interested in the money they make, but in the mastery they can exhibit in their work and leadership. It is the doing of their work that's important as opposed to the diamonds who are most concerned with what they are getting from the work than doing it. The King of Spades becomes masters of their chosen occupation and in many cases assume a position of leadership. They make the best teachers and the weight of the crown they bear only makes them shine that much brighter. Yay! So this is a great reading. The Master card for the King of Spades. And this one's easy, so I'm just going to read the birthday one last time. Is January 1. So I hope some of this landed. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, he has 2 books that I love. So check them out if you want to dive a little deeper. Ciao.